The way in which we work with each other, and in particular the way in which we look to lead and manage the people that work with us, is changing all of the time. And what we know is that there is an increasing importance on leaders to lead well and managers to manage well. And the way in which leaders lead and the way in which managers manage is more and more becoming analysed and scrutinised. And levels of competence are being researched by many people, both from within an organisation and from outside an organisation. Over recent years, the concept of emotional intelligence has had an ever-increasing importance around the many things we need to think about as leaders and managers. And at our events at DJ Learning, we explore this concept of emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is about you as leaders, as managers, as team members, as team leaders, thinking about how another person is likely to be feeling in a particular set of circumstances. So what their emotions are, what their reactions are, where they are that particular day, and where your feelings and emotions are, and where you are that particular day. And then you think about, right, how's the best way to interact in this set of circumstances in order to get the best desired outcome. So instead of just going straight in to try and solve something, which in some cases we know might be an inevitability, but always just taking the time to stop and think, saying, right, okay, who am I looking to relate to? Who am I looking to get something done with? Who am I looking to lead effectively? Who am I looking to really go that extra mile this week? Who am I looking to navigate through this relentless period of change that our organisation is about to have? Best start point, according to the philosophy of emotional intelligence, is to think about where that person's start point is. Think about where your start point is, and to think about how you can optimise the synergy between the two of you, or in a leadership situation between you and those that are working with you. There are lots of dynamics that go with this. Almost consistently across all the sectors in the UK and elsewhere in the world, successful organisations and the successful leaders that go with those successful organisations are really looking to embrace this philosophy of emotional intelligence. We need to remember, though, that emotional intelligence isn't leadership completely, or management completely, or any of us completely. It needs to be in the context of a whole suite of other leadership and management skills and competencies that also need to be demonstrated. So emotional intelligence has a context. It has a context. So why is it important? Well, it's important because it can help to lead to effective leadership and effective management and effective collaborative stakeholder relationships for all of us that adopt emotional intelligence as a way of working. At an organisational level, though, it's also important because those organisations who are world-class, those organisations who we look at and think, gosh, they are an employer of choice. They are seen as a learning organisation. They are the organisations that don't have to advertise for vacancies. Why? Because people are queuing around the globe to try and get on the shortlist. That doesn't happen by accident. There are many reasons why it does happen, but one of the key ones is they recognise the importance of their people resource. And they recognise the importance that their people resource can make to organisational success. And so therefore, by embracing the philosophy of emotional intelligence, helps those organisations to really embrace their people resource and help to get them to perform to optimum. So it's a very powerful way of leading and managing people, and at whatever level you are in an organisation, to work with each other collaboratively. So at our events at DJ Learning, we explore this concept of emotional intelligence, or this philosophy of emotional intelligence, as some call it. We look at your levels of capability in embracing emotional intelligence, and therefore we highlight areas that you do well and areas that you might want to go away and reflect on how you can do them differently when you go back to your place of work. This approach, by the way, is also very powerful in your personal lives as well, so it can span all aspects of who we are. Please have a look at our website, www.djlearning.co.uk. Find out a little bit more about what we get up to, and we look forward to working with you in the near future. Thank you very much.